Another day, another video. So guys, let's review Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
I'm so tired.
If you haven't played the game yet, make sure that you played it because there might be spoilers. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell, turn on notifications. And if you don't know me, I'm Ronmo Pando. I do reviews, top 10s, and more. So yeah, let's start. There are two sorts of Kirby games. Those that take after the traditional platforming of the series with Kirby able to copy the abilities of his enemies, and those that tear Kirby out of the platforming genre and do something more out of the box. 2004's Kirby and the Amazing Mirror lies someplace in between the two parts of the series. Amazing Mirror has the same essential gameplay of traditional Kirby games, with the round pink hero being able to take the powers of terrible folks he eats. He can bounce, fly, walk, and swim underwater. I might sound like a broken record now, but unusual for the series is that Amazing Mirror falls into the Metroidvania class, with the level-based movement of most Kirby titles being hurled aside in favor of one huge explorative world. The game world is separated into 9 themed areas, each one containing a major boss as well as mid-bosses in expansion to the regular sub-bosses from the Kirby series. In spite of the fact that you don't have to complete 100% of the outline to total the game, you may need to vanquish each area's primary boss in a range to wrap up the game, as each of them holds a part of the main Amazing Mirror, which works as a entry to another world where a captured Meta Kinght has been taken. The Metroidvania setup may be a one-of-a-kind take for the series and was already as it were touched on within the Great Cave Offensive subgame of Kirby Superstar. It's a reviving altar, but on the drawback, the format of the game may have utilized a more clean since the world of Amazing Mirror can be a bit on the confusing side. You'll discover yourself backtracking exceptionally regularly as certain powers are required to reach a few areas. Tragically, this may demonstrate to be more repetitive than you might think since the game world is so expansive and it's frequently befuddling where certain areas connect with others. Each area contains an outline that can be found in a huge treasure chest, but the maps aren't about as supportive as they are in other games of the sort. While Metroid and Castlevania's maps donate a clear sign of where one area connects with another, Amazing Mirror instead shows diverse segments as squares with lines in between them. In spite of the fact that it appears how many segments connect with each other, it's a small as well dubious to supply any more offer assistance than a fundamental thought of where to go next. The game does give a hub room which you'll be able to go back at any time, but it doesn't connect with each of the 9 areas. Instead, you have got to look through the areas themselves to find entryways to a few of the other areas. So in the event that you would like to backtrack for any reason, it can become a challenging process. A key highlight to the game's original Game Boy Advance form that's not present within the Wii U Virtual Console form is the multiplayer. In Amazing Mirror, Kirby has been split into 4 distinctive colored versions of himself. The original pink as well the Mario red, yellow, and my favorite green because of Luigi. The game was initially built with multiplayer in intellect, with all 4 players being able to wander together or go their isolated ways all through the game's world. A few of the game's covered up treasures, which incorporate music CDs and other collectibles, indeed require the associate of numerous Kirbys. To reach them, Kirby still has his cell phone that permits him to call the other Kirbys for offer assistance, but their AI is so untrustworthy in terms claiming even the only treasure chest into a chore. Amazing Mirror also have a trio of minigames to play, but once more this is a feature intended for multiplayer. You'll have a few speedy bursts of fun with them, but unless you're playing the GBA original with friends, the minigames don't have much staying power. The core gameplay remains fun as it continuously the case with Kirby. A few new powers presented here include Cupid, which permits Kirby to fly more openly and shoots bolts, Rocket, which normally changes Kirby into a wildly controlled rocket, and Smash, a cool control that gives Kirby his moveset from the Super Smash Bros. Series. These powers are pleasant but don't include the entirety part of the involvement. It's a disgrace that they once in a while appeared up within the series, since be that as it may, as they seem have been extended on. One missed opportunity of a power comes within the frame of magic, which in spite of the promising title, closes up being small more than a random roulette wheel with changing effects, like giving Kirby a diverse control of all things. Another typicality for the series are the quality visuals and sound. The game still looks amazing nowadays. The characters' plans are basic and charming, and the game loses none of its visual charm when brought up to scale on a TV screen. The soundtrack is additionally lively, with a number of catchy tracks and memorable tunes. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror remains a fun game in quintessence, and I long for the day that Nintendo chooses to return to the concept of Metroidvania Kirby. But the outline and format of the game ruined the something else curiously change of pace for the series, and the game's emphasis on multiplayer features means the original GBA release is still the preferred version. Not to say usually that as it were Kirby game in history to not include King Dedede in any capacity, presently that's fair shameful. So guys, yeah, that's it. If you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe, hit that little bell, turn on notifications. I post every after 3 days, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!